Yo, yo, yo.
Here we go, and we're back.
It's M.I.A. Radio.
M.I.A. Radio, episode 82.
82, bro.
Getting there, bro.
I didn't even notice you had glasses on.
Dude. I got the glasses on, dog.
Protecting from COVID and all.
Everything.
From the mouth to the eyes to everything, bro.
Everything. Bro, I was with my boy Nelson Toyot's in town. I got in his car, and he had the Lady Gaga.
Oh, the
like
foil?
The shield. I was like, yo, like, if anywhere that's like, yo, that's like, they're super enforcing to wear a mask, and I'm around a lot of people. The shield, bro.
Oh, you're talking about full on face?
It's like it's like the clear welding mask.
Oh yeah. I've seen a couple people rock that one with the mask inside as well.
But I mean, I would rock. I think technically you can only rock. I mean, isn't that good enough? I don't know.
I mean, who knows, bro? Who knows what's good enough, what's frowned upon nowadays?
Everything changes by the minute. Everything changes by the hour.
Another weekend of no DJing, bro.
Yeah. Well, actually.
That's right. Now you're killing it, bro.
You got the veteranas. The veteranas are loving you.
You got the schedule about to pop up.
I have 2 gigs a week.
That's great, but bro, that's more than like 80% of the country.
We could start with that. I've been doing. I think I have mentioned it. I've been doing the brunch at Copper, and they also have a place called Calle 23. For the people that are not from Miami, Copper is like a small lounge. I mean, like generic, like rectangle restaurant. You know, like hallway, I guess, or whatever. You walk in, it's the bar, and there's tables. It's set up like a restaurant pretty much, and one large booth. So there's like tables all around. Like the booth goes all the way along one of the sides of the wall. It's a booth. So there's like 8 tables, you know, and then on the other side is the bar.
Well, where's Calle 23?
It's like two down. Like,
so what's the difference? I haven't been there.
Calle 23 is just, so Copper is themed like Louis. You've been there, right? Yeah, it has like all the like.
Oh yeah.
It has those like classical paintings. I mean, it's a little bit more fancier.
Upscale.
Yeah, like it has like that upscale loungy like look. And then Copper, I mean, in Calle 23 is like Latin, like, you know, like tropical. They have like the Cuban, it's like Cuban theme. And the thing with Calle 23, since it's like Latin, they have a stage and they have a band. So I played last Friday, and like you walk in at Calle and there's like tables, like restaurant dinner seating, and then there's like a little dance floor, and then there's the band, and I'm behind the band. So when the band plays, they do like classic salsa, they do like reggaeton, like mambo remixes and stuff and whatever. And they play, I think they have 2 sets. You play before, they play in the middle, they play, and then you close the night. So I've been doing both spots, and it's cool. I mean, it's like literally for the guidelines and the whole like, you know, social distancing, and like we can only have X amount of people, and you have to be eating, and you have to be doing this, and you have to be doing that. Those venues work perfect because it's like the right size. Like,
how does the booth work?
So at Copper, you're still behind the bar. At Copper, like I'm wearing a mask, like because you actually are behind the bar, like, and I don't want anybody to say, and like, if I'm drinking, I'll scoot it down. If I'm on the mic, you know, or like whatever, like I'll bring it down up, but like I'm still behind the bar, so I don't want like a Karen to be like, "Oh, you're behind the bar, like you're contaminating, like your germs are spreading everywhere."
I didn't even think about that.
So I mean, bro, you never know. But at Copper, I'm by myself. The booth is behind. I mean, it's like on the corner or whatever, and you know, if I'm by myself and nobody's around me, and somebody comes up, I'm not even wearing, or I'll have like the bandana. And that's what we're gonna get into. 3 masks. So since I've been out more, I have 3 masks. I have my everyday medical. I mean, we're
gonna be on the news with the guidelines of like, these are the proper masks you should be wearing.
So this is when I wear the most, and I just bought a box.
That's the everyday. That's every like the beaters. That's the beater. That's the beater.
I have a few, so I wear this one.
It's fucking Martha Stewart.
I ordered these. As you can tell,
that's
all
the
black,
sturdy
cloth,
going to work.
Sturdy, this is going to work. But the thing is, like I told you, you put it on and like you can't really talk. So this is going to.
Well, that's ideal.
Exactly. Like I don't want to talk to nobody, but if I'm on the mic, I mean, I sound muffled right now because I'm wearing a mask. But It covers your face. It's trendy. It's all black. Matches with the DJ uniform. It matches with the DJ uniform.
It matches everything.
Matches everything. This is me going out, and like, you know, I'm wearing a hat. I'm wearing this. Like,
bro, you know what I've been realizing? Like, well, now, because you know I got a dog as Ziggy style, but when I walk him in the mornings, it's like it's early as fuck, and I'm still half asleep. Mm-hmm. Bro, I don't even brush my teeth anymore because I'm like, yo, I got that mask. I don't gotta talk to no one. I'm chilling.
Yeah,
like, yeah. But
that's what Pancho, shout out to Pancho, he said the other day, he's like, yo, like, you can have that loud on you, yeah. And if everybody got a mask, ain't nobody knowing, you know?
Bro, you could eat, you could smoke, you could do whatever you're gonna do, but you got that mask now.
But at the same time, like if you leave your crib and you don't brush your teeth and you put the mask on, you're like, fuck, like, I didn't brush my teeth. Or like, you know, like, so that's why hygiene is very important, you know? Like, or you eat something, like, you know, you're out, you eat something, and then you're like,
I mean, the only one it affects is you.
Yourself, exactly.
It hits you right back in the face.
So it's perfect. So it's a reminder. Like, but and then the third mask is, like I said, the bandana, the Pharrell. So
it's trendy.
Exactly.
It's like hipster.
Yeah. But at a Gaia, if I'm DJing, I'm by myself. I just have that. Somebody walks in, you know, you just like scoot.
That's what I was talking about, the ski mask, because it's like you could just rest on your neck, and then it's like a little scarf, and then you go whoop, and then whoop.
I feel like Pharrell in 2006, like with the clips, you know, like,
or a turtleneck vibe.
Oof, damn, that'd be the ultimate. It's too hot.
But that's what we were saying, that like, I mean, like it's time to start thinking about like trendy. Like, I'm gonna have to invest
functional / trendy. Yeah, I mean, and that's why I bought these. I told you these were like $5 a pop.
Yeah,
I gave one to my brother, and I'm gonna keep. I gave some out, but this is like, yo, it's trendy, like it fits, you know, you wear this shit, but what I don't like I was telling you earlier, like if it had the crease in the middle or like the little, like the angle,
it'll pop out.
Yeah, it gives you more room to talk, and like, you know, I would wear it more, but I mean, I'm still gonna wear it, but
I mean, that's the thing, we're gonna have to wear them for, I feel like, a long time. So I mean, we might as well look a little.
I think I mean, and that's why I said, like, fine. At first, it was like, fuck, you know, you have your old mask that you've had for like 2 weeks, and it's.
I was trying to make some, bro. I was like looking at DIY with like jeans and like cutting them up, and then I was like, nah.
Yeah, I've seen the DIYs of like the socks, or like, and I'm like,
nah.
Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, now that I bought this one, now I know that the next one that I buy, it would have to be like, my boy had a Nike one that was pretty much the same thing, but it had, I mean, I don't care the brand or whatever, but it had like the one you showed me was fire, but you said it's like a smaller fit, right?
Yeah. Well, no, it's tighter, so like that's the only thing that, like, if it doesn't have that, like if you're trying to take it off for a quick second, it's like more stuck fitted on you. Yeah, it's stuck on you. But I don't know. That's what I was gonna ask you though. Once people are inside, you have to keep it on, because like
it's so. All right, so I'm gonna give you a rundown of my weekend, bro. So Friday I did that, and it was cool. You know, Ricky, right? Ricky M.I.A, bro. Freaking like Moda's dad, bro. It could be like Moda's dad, bro. He's super OG promoter.
Promoter from Miami.
So he's, I mean, like when we say OG, like, I mean, he has to be in his mid-40s, maybe, you know, but like. But it works perfect because
that's his crowd.
These venues are that older crowd, you know. Like Coral Gables is a nicer neighborhood.
Is it me, or is Coral Gables just flourishing during?
Bro, they're booming.
Quarantine,
they're booming. Well, and this is what I was gonna get at. And we'll talk about it. So and that's what I was getting at with Copper and these venues being the perfect venues during this, because they serve food. They're small, so they can be selective. And everywhere's reservations now. I'm like, yo, like, even Better Days. My boy was like, oh, let's go to Better Days, but I got a call. And I was like, call for what? He's like, oh, we got to make a reservation. And I was like, reservation? What the fuck? So Friday I did that. And people come in with their mask. And then when they sit down, they take it off. But then, like, people are out. And, like, the venue, bro, like, the venue can only enforce so much, you know? And, like, well, when people are out, you know, if you're sitting down at the table, people take it off. But when they're out, if they tell you, oh, if you go to the bathroom, if you go to the bar, you got to put it on. I've seen most of the spots I've seen enforcing it. But like if they're dancing, some people have a mask, some people don't have a mask on. And
that's my whole
like,
thing. It's like, what's really the point? Like, bro,
exactly.
my gym is like mandatory. You have to walk in with a mask. You need to bring your own towel. They do the temperature check, all that. Like when you're in the lobby, you have to have the mask, your own towel, your own water. The water fountains don't work, so no one touches. But then once you go up,
it's free for all.
Doesn't matter.
Free for all.
No one's wearing a mask. So I'm like, well, just when we're downstairs, we gotta wear a mask.
Yeah, because bro, the virus can't go up the stairs, bro.
So I mean, I don't know, and I mean, actually, I was telling you because it was my birthday last week,
and that's next on the topping list.
Big 30.
Yeah, oof.
And I didn't do shit. Well, no, I mean, I celebrated with my fam, and all that stuff. Thankfully, we were able to get it together. But like, I was trying to see if we go out, do something with my friends.
I remember you told me you were like trying to figure it out, and it's so uncomfortable. Like,
and then that's the thing. We're planning to go to Spanglish in Wynwood, but then it's like, yo, if we go, like, are we all gonna be able to chill? What's the vibe? Like, it's gonna be weird. And then the next day was Father's Day. I'm gonna see my grandparents, all this shit.
Right.
So it's like,
you just didn't want to.
Yeah, I was like, bro, mission. Yeah. Like, let me just not do anything.
Yeah, because we went. So I did that on Friday. Sunday I did brunch for Father's Day, and then Paul Lee came by with some friends. I had some friends come through, and then some of us, we went to eat right next door, and at Booyah they were like, put a mask on, and then they were fucking clipping everybody, temperature checking,
which I don't even know.
Yeah, and I was like, it was funny because I was like, what was it? I was like, I don't know, I felt. I think I don't know if I was hungover or no, I didn't drink. I don't know. I was feeling like sweaty because I've been DJing whatever, and I was like, fuck, they're gonna check me, and I'm gonna be like, they're gonna think that I have a. I felt like warm, and then I got like mad paranoid, and then they checked me, and I was fine. But then they were like, oh, Paul's group is already. They already have 5 people there. We can't have you there, but we can sit you next to us. But mind you, like, it was from here. Like our table was here, and then his table was right there. So it was 2 booths, like it was 1 booth and 1 booth with tables with 1 large wraparound seating booth. So it's like he was like where the bottles are, like, yo, hey, what's up? I mean, like,
that's why, and that's what I wanted to avoid, like just being.
It's awkward, super awkward,
and then like. I mean, fuck it. Like, we're out. It's cool, but then you still gotta be like on your
shit.
Yeah, and then like, let me not walk through here. Like, oh, who's serving the food and this? And I'm like, bruh.
Yeah, I mean, I've been saying it, man, and like, as time goes by, I think more people are kind of just not losing it, but they're just like over it,
Yeah.
And I've been saying it from the start, like since everything opened. If you're going out, the risk you're taking, like the people that you're around, like it kind of falls on everybody on their own, like obviously I'm going to protect myself, but I live by myself, and I mean, I live with my brother, and I'm not around older,
right.
Like I'm not around other people. So like I might be a little bit more, not as cautious maybe, but I'm not doing it to harm anybody.
Right. But that's the thing. Like, I mean, we're no doctors, but
right.
I'm pretty sure it's safe to say that, like, if you're a healthy human being and young, like, you're going to be all right. Like, it's just a nasty flu,
right.
You'll get over. But the problem is what happens if you spread it to someone that's not.
Right,
that's
exactly. I mean, that's, yeah, and there's so many different things, and there's so many different factors, and back to what we've always been saying is that, it's like, if you're a good person, even with your hygiene, and if you know how to like do this shit right, like you're not gonna, you're already taking the appropriate measures or whatever. So yeah, so we were at that restaurant, and then it's like, they bring food, and then people were drinking, and then we were trying, like the people I was with, we were all cool, and we wanted to do something, and then like it's super awkward because places are open, and we ate there. So we're like, oh, they were drinking, whatever. And I was like, let's go wherever. And then they're like, well, what's whatever? And I'm like,
yeah, it's not open. Like, you literally can't just be like, yo, let's go to this neighborhood.
And then we went to AMSO. We were going to go to Riverside.
They're open?
Yeah, they're open. But I don't know. And that's the thing. Like, I don't know. I haven't been. I don't know the people that have gone. I don't know if you have to make a reservation. And it's a huge venue. Like, the lot is huge. So they should have, I don't think that you would have to be sitting down. They have food spots, but I don't think. But that's the thing, like a lot of places. So we ended up going to AMSO, and we sat down at a table, and they were drinking, and like like we were just chilling, and I was just like, so what's next? Like, you know, we got like a lot, you know, like you feel awkward just drinking at a table. Like I feel like,
yeah, you're almost constrained to wherever you go. You have to kind of stay. I
and
feel like
we ordered, yeah, we had 8, but like, you know, we had just gotten stuff for the table, so now we just got more stuff for the table.
But isn't it crazy when you think about like how like before all this, and then even before when like we were younger and we would just be wilding out, like you just don't give a fuck about anything, where you're going, what you're doing, who's next to you.
Like Sundays in Miami have been crazy. Like in the last 2 years, Sundays in Miami have been insane.
You go to like 5 different spots. Dude. You're drinking everywhere. You're sharing drinks. You're
fucking hookahs, everything else, blunts, like whatever gets passed around.
All the vices, bro.
Dude, everything. Sundays in Miami were literally my favorite day because I would either DJ a lit brunch or I would make my money somewhere else, do a pool or whatever, and then meet up. And everybody, all the homies would meet up, and we either go to like start at Wood, then go to Centro, or go here, and then Centro fucking even go to Típico or like Dirty Rap. Like,
and I think that's why we keep saying it. Like, yo, it's gonna be a weird like reset because like everyone's getting used to this like all these protocols that like once we go back, people are gonna be like, should I like? Nah, I should just go to this one spot and like keep it chill. Or like, I mean, there's still gonna be people.
Yeah, I mean, but people are gonna be out, and you know what? Let's get into this. So people have been turning up, and you know we can start about like we can talk about the shutdowns that have been going on. So, you know, there's places. The food has been the loophole for all these places, but people are getting crazy, and people are like, yo, like posting stuff, and they're like, all right, well, this place is open, and they're not abiding by the guidelines and this and that. So there's been an Instagram made for Miami. We call it the snitch. We call it the snitch page. It's
wait a minute.
COVID.
Are we about to get spicy?
I mean,
let's get spicy then.
Let's get spicy. So there's a COVID _305 page on Instagram, and when it started, it was just on some snitch shit on the stories, like people whoever like would tag Mr. Jones or tag Swan or tag all these different venues that were open, and it was just reposting, like, you know, like, and that's this is before we got really spicy. This goes to show how like social media is backfiring on everybody, like
yeah, because then I know what you're about to say.
Yeah,
go ahead.
And that's one of my tweets. So, but we'll talk about COVID 305. So the page, it just came off as straight hating, like hate. Like, yo, like here's Swan super PAC, here's this super PAC, like, and the comments were just like kind of just very negative, as in like people don't understand and this and that and whatever and this. And I mean, I understand like venues should not be doing that, but it was catching a lot of backfire too, because it's like, yo, like why don't I think he like reposted something that said like, yo, why don't you highlight the good spots, the venues that are open, the venues that are following the guidelines. And that's they started doing, you know, like so and so is open, like, oh, here's so and so, and look at them following the procedures, like to show people that there are venues that are open, there are things. But that page, yo, if that person, like if they find who that person is, like that person is on site. Because the first few fucking things, you could tell it was like
nightlife. It was
like it had to be somebody in the nightlife that's super angry and super bitter and super just stressed, and their head's about to blow off. And it has to be somebody in the nightlife. Has to be, because like some of the, I mean, they were posting KOD, they were posting places that I've never even heard of. Like
I know they posted Hyde
Beach. Yeah, and Hyde closed. There was like a restaurant in Midtown called Victory. I never heard of this place. And I guess it's like popping, you know, like Amstel style, you know, bottle or Kiki or whatever, like bottle service. Like,
that's shit like that is what gets Miami the bad rap, bro. Yeah. And then people start like, because imagine it's Instagram, so anyone in the country could just look at COVID 305.
Dude, and that page, when I first saw it, I think it had like probably like 800 followers. And I'll tell you how much.
But the last time I saw it, he like completely deleted everything and went to
12.8 now. 12,800 followers. Yeah, he put something on the story, and I guess he erased it, and now he's just posting shit. But he's also posting positive shit. And I mean, it all started because of the mayor, so we can get into that because
he wasn't wearing a mask.
The mayor of Miami, on some Miami shit. Of course, like this is some Miami
Francis
shit.
Suarez.
Fucking Francis Suarez, he got COVID like 2 weeks in. I mean, mind you, this guy's been partying with like I'm not gonna say any names, but we already know who it is, like the Miami elite nightlife club owners and all those people, and like they did the little fundraisers at the condo pools with David Guetta and Cedric Gervais and like all this shit, like bro, like if you're the mayor during a pandemic, like I mean, common sense is like, yo,
set an
example, lead by example, and don't do anything that's obviously gonna backfire on you. Like,
even if it's out of context.
People were telling me like, oh, he can't party. I'm like, yeah, he can party, but if he's the fucking mayor, he should have a fucking mask on.
He was partying.
A motherfucker parties, bro. A motherfucker fucking probably like parties, like Hollywood Mike parties, you know, like, bro. I mean, I don't know, but I'm saying like, there's a picture of him and Food God.
Yeah, he was out.
Yeah, he was out. And did he have to go out? No. Did he have to party? No. During phase 2, there's a picture of him, and that's the worst part. Is it's him. I don't know, him and 2 other guys, and one of the guys is wearing a mask, and he's not wearing a mask.
Yeah, it's not a good look.
Like if he had to be there and he had to go there, I would have made sure I had a mask on 24/7. Like, don't get caught slipping.
Yeah, if you're in public office and you're in that type of position, bro, you have to just wear a mask 24/7.
I mean, dude, and I'm gonna use myself as an example. Like, I mean, I'm fucking, compared to the mayor, I'm the bottom of the totem pole, but we have an image, we have a brand, and we have something. Like the gigs that I've done, I'm not posting stuff. Like even at M.I.A, when the booth is far and I'm by myself and this and that, and I have my mask down or whatever, like, or when I have it up, or when I have, like, I'm not reposting anything because I don't want I know somebody's gonna be like, oh, Cass wasn't wearing, maybe I wasn't wearing a mask for that very second, like.
Yeah, so thing exactly. Like you don't know, and that's what's fucked up about that profile. It's like maybe the venue just like wasn't planning on like having a free for all, and then some shit it just got out of control, or maybe they kicked those people out like after 10 minutes of like, yo, we can't have these people here, blah, 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 and then one little post on a profile gets some fucking shut down.
I mean, and I think that's a big reason why, there's certain venues, like, I mean, I'll use Wood as an example, and Caesar, the owner of Wood, like, he's always been very caring about the brand of his business, and he'll reply to people on Yelp, and he's very interactive with people, and I know that, like, he obviously doesn't want to be on that page. He doesn't want to be like blacklisted on that, because people are asking me, yo, some brick is open, this is open, that is open, shots is open. Like, why aren't so-and-so, why isn't this like, why isn't Wood open? And I was like, well, like,
they don't have to be.
First of all, they don't have, and like, I don't think that the bleachers would be considered like a table, and the food, like all the different loopholes.
Open air.
It's just not, like, that's the thing. Like, for Wood to open, I want that shit to be right too, because you already know people are gonna want the fuck out. And a venue like Wood is where, like, yo, like, you literally are giving people, the fucking dynamite to blow themselves up, like, you're giving everybody, like, no, I mean, you would have to have servers come to the booth and bring your drink, or, like, some fucking crazy shit that doesn't add up. So it's getting, I don't know, man. And
it's just weird because we're still in, like, I feel like we're in the limbo of, like, yeah, things are open, but, like, shit, there's a spike in positive results. Yeah. But is there more testing? Or
exactly, and that's the other thing. There's some, bro, and I mean, there's people that I can't talk to about this shit, and then there's people that I can talk to, and on a group chat where we're all like,
oh my god,
but this, we're all in the same level here. There's no, but I we brought a lot of those points up. Like, there's a lot of there's obviously more testing available, so that's gonna be one reason why the numbers go up. Obviously, the protesting, like, I mean, no matter how many people have masks on, like, being in that, like, same thing. If you're out, you're out. If you're protesting, you had a mask on, you're obviously covering yourself more than normal, but you're running a higher risk of getting it than being at home by yourself. And then there's so many other factors, and it's you could bring so many different points that could be this, and also the numbers are not sometimes they're not right, and then hospitals, put more numbers thinking a bigger budget, and
yeah, or just put COVID to relate to death,
exactly,
but it's not really, bro.
exactly.
It's just a never ending, like
exactly. So that's why you can't argue. I mean, with some people, you can't really like you can point stuff out and be like, yo, well,
yeah. At this point, it's your personal, like, you want to go out, just be safe or whatever the case is, but it's up to how you feel. It's not like there's a cold hard fact that you could just be like, yo, this is it. It's black and white. Like, if you don't follow it, you're stupid. It's like, nah.
Yeah, I mean, we let's just go down the timeline. Mid-March to the end of March, I think that everybody was just shook.
Oh no, yeah.
I mean, April 1st, it was no joke.
I remember, like, one of our friends was like, first week he was like just still going out doing his thing, like fucking riding jet skis, hanging out with people, and we're like, bro, like,
you're die.
You're being irresponsible, bro. And then, like, fast forward 3 months later, we're like, bro, like, stop, no big deal, let's hang out.
Hey, when you're on the boat, hit me up, come down.
And it's like, oh, the tables have turned, huh?
Yeah, man. It's and I'm gonna say it too. Like, I've had instances when I'm like, damn, everybody thinks they got it at some point. Everybody's been like, damn, I think I got it.
Fact.
Like, I think I got it. You wake up with like you sore throat.
I got the antibodies.
Yeah, but I mean, I've been working out more than ever just to kind of like keep my body just flowing, and it's on your own. It's whatever you can do for yourself. I think that's gonna be the best thing you can do. Like, no matter what you do.
It's funny. My friend was like, he's like, bro, because the whole thing when you're a DJ is like the birthday week is like,
yeah, the lineup.
Lineup. It's like, how many gigs?
So let's talk about your birthday, bro.
So my boy was like, he's like, bro, every year you celebrate your birthday for like a month, but this year we can't go to one spot because fucking COVID, huh? I'm like, yeah, but 30, bro, I don't know. I was like, of all birthdays for this
to be
it's like the weirdest time in the world, and I'm like 30 years old.
When you're supposed to go ham, bro. This is when you're supposed to freaking black out.
Nah, I think the adult in me was like, we should stay home. There's too much going on in the world right now. I think it's better if we just chill.
So on your actual birthday, you didn't do anything?
Nah, what did I do? I just went to my parents' house, cut a cake.
Yeah.
Had some people on the Zoom from friends and family, and you guys sent me a video. Shout out to my girl, put together a little video to show me. That was really dope.
Man, I gotta get the
I gotta
get the copy.
I got it on the hard drive.
I gotta get the G version or the audience, not the one with the personal message.
Your hair was flourishing on that.
Yeah, I have to bring it out. Bring it out.
But yeah, bro. I mean, literally. It was weird because usually, number one, because I mean, every year on your birthday you celebrate, but also when you DJ, that's like fucking almost Super Bowl.
Turn up, and
hey man, it's my birthday. Yeah. Clink 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 clink. Every gig, every night.
Line it up. It's that key card you got.
Now I remember I would fucking try to literally lock in 7 days in a row. But then
Brian dude, the last few years, Brian's like, all right, we're 2 months out. And I'm like, bro.
Yeah, the older you get, you're like, bro, let's just do one.
And that's what I told him last week. He said, yo, but what about this and this and this? And then I end up doing like 4. And I'm like, and they're like intense ones. Like last year I did Blackbird, which is intense. I did Boogies, which is intense. I did and then I did Wood. But actually, by Wood, I was already like, nah. Like,
the older you get, the more you just want to actually chill and celebrate and like not DJ.
Right.
But when you're younger, you're just like, bro, it's my birthday. I can get people here. What's up?
Yeah, exactly.
That's the ultimate plug. But yeah, man. That's literally the recap, bro.
That is so crazy that like
30 years old, did nothing.
I kept thinking, because I mean, I keep seeing people have birthdays and like, everybody's done like, I mean, at first it was like the drive-bys. I mean, Live It Up had one for his baby shower.
Yeah.
But he had one like on the like it was already, so I was like, man.
I hear one every weekend in my neighborhood. Like, you just hear beep, 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 beep. And then you're like, at first you're like, what the fuck is that? Oh, drive by.
No, I heard one. I was at a friend's spot in kind of by, no, it was like Westchester. Yeah, kind of by your parents' crib, like around there. And then I was like, I heard something and I heard bang, and the friggin' fire truck was there and everything. It was different tiers.
Oh, I've seen that, but
it was a gold package, probably.
Oh no, I've seen actually DJs like that's a gig.
Yeah,
like they pull up in like a party.
Flatbread.
Yeah, like
a flatbed. I said
flatbread. like either a truck flatbed or like inside of one of those moving trucks with a full setup, and then they post up on the street, and then. But that's my whole point. Like it's a drive by, but then everyone congregates in the streets, and then it's a party. Just you're in the street.
Like if you had like kind of like a black light sensor, you know, they have like a sneeze projection thing. Like if they had one of those, like you kind of just, and that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, no matter what.
And that goes back to what you were saying, like how social media it's become interesting, because before it was like you want to show everyone where you're at, but now it's like kind of like whack or frowned upon if you're showing people.
So I tweeted that the other day, and I was like, yo, like, and every time I tweet something about COVID, I always put a disclaimer, because I know some like tin head DJ is gonna like come at me, or some super anti-germ whatever. So I was like, yo, like, now, you know, what if this COVID thing and not letting people know, like people that are breaking the guidelines, what if that is a reason for them not to film and actually enjoy the moment more, you know? Because I know that last Saturday there was a house event in Little Haiti at a very big compound, like very, very big open air base camp. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I saw the videos of it too.
Yeah, so I think that's what kind of sparked up that site. So the venue itself is huge. I mean, it's open air, like, you know, a big event venue, and obviously people like kind of got closer to the booth or whatever. But that venue, like, you would first see pictures and everybody's kind of like in their own thing, but most people weren't wearing masks. And then the videos like later on the night came out, and it was, you know, everybody getting close to obviously if you have, especially like the friggin' tech house 8-minute long DJs, like people love to just do the little zombie step in front of them, and everybody like gathers around the DJ, you know, and like he kills the bass, and then they're like, and then he brings it up, and then they're like, so everybody was getting close. And I think that's what kind of sparked that site, because that was one of the things that happened that night that was like popping. And then after that, there was like some warehouse, like super low key shit in Wynwood.
Oh, if you're in a warehouse, it's suspect.
Yeah, and that's what I've been hearing. There's been mad warehouse parties, and I even heard this. I even heard, and on the record, we're gonna make a clip out of this one. I even heard that there was during peak quarantine, there was a speakeasy.
Like a real
speakeasy. Like a real, not like Blackbird, not like like a real,
like literally
an
underground illegal
party bar going on, and that even the mayor was there. That's what I heard. That it was like obviously like no phone. They might even, bro.
Who's your source, bro?
I'm not gonna reveal that. You
the
know,
the mayor of Miami.
Yeah, I heard he was there.
That's a strong allegation.
I mean, bro. I heard he was there. That's what I heard.
You know, M.I.A. radio's gonna get to his office, bro.
No, that during all this, I mean, I could, you know, now we're at it. I think I mentioned it. Did I mention about the prostitution ring?
No.
Oh, well, I heard about that one too.
What are you talking about, bro?
So when I was,
where are you hanging around?
So I heard about the speakeasy recently, that there, because I mean, supposedly now there's like mad warehouse shit going on, and after that event, I saw videos of, you know, some of these diggy DJs like playing, and it's a room probably, you know, that fits 300 people, and there was like 200 people crammed in there, and everybody was just zombie stepping, and people were doing everything. So that sparked the COVID 305 page, and you could tell there was people that felt kind of uncomfortable like filming. So I mean, I when somebody puts their phone in my face, I'm always, no matter pre-COVID, I'm always like,
yeah, what are you filming? But
now I'm like, yo, if somebody films me, I'm smacking the phone out of their hand no matter what. Like, you're in my personal space, like, get away. And hopefully I mean, if I'm abiding COVID or abiding guidelines or whatever, but like, hopefully, like, these people would just enjoy the moment. So I don't know. I don't think it would translate, because just like streaming is already kind of dying out, you know, like.
I mean, but it's interesting because now you're not so much on your phone, and also you're super aware of your surroundings.
Yeah.
So it might be like a psychological, like, yo, now you're just in the moment because you're forced to be.
Right.
Because you don't want some shit could go down. Someone could be filming. There could be people, group sneezing. Like you're just like yo, what's going on around me? Or cops coming. Like fuck.
Or even DJs like I mean, there's a lot of DJs that are working around the country. Like even the DJs that, you know, the Sheck West sing along. You know, it's a movie. Yeah. Like
it seems kind of stupid.
Now it's like yo, these guys want to do that shit. Like I've seen a lot of fucking IG like gassed up DJs that would always do that shit, not even post anything anymore. Yeah, and I know that they're working, and I know that venues that they're at are not following guidelines and other things. So it's like less bullshit out of the feed, you know.
And I think you think that like, because I've seen this DJs and just people in general be like, oh, I see everyone going now. I see everyone doing
hypocrites. Like, I see so many hypocrites on Twitter.
I'm gonna write that. I'm gonna remember that.
Dude, I see so many hypocrites on Twitter. Like it's getting to the point where it's kind of annoying because it's like, yo, like
people trying to cancel each other because of COVID, because of just everything.
Yeah, man. I mean, if they're trying to cancel Jesus.
Oh, that's right.
Not COVID related, but that's like protest related. They're trying to cancel white Jesus.
But yeah, Sean King or whoever.
Yeah, they're trying to cancel white Jesus. I understand. I mean, dude, like we can all read a map, and you know, obviously Jesus wasn't like blue eyes, you know, like.
But that's the thing, whether it's COVID, whether it's like where you stand, political stands, conspiracies, or the social injustice going on in the world, people are trying to just trend
to cancel.
Bro, dog, Chris D'Elia, bro.
Oh, yeah. So what? Break it down, because I mean, I read like the first article. I skimmed through the first article, and then I've seen more and more shit pop up.
Bro, I've been like,
so what's going on?
She just had me interested, because I mean, like I follow the dude. And,
dude, you went to see him, right?
Yeah, I saw him recently, and
he's freaking hilarious.
Yeah, he's funny dude, and also like just the circle of comedians like Rogan and all them. But basically, some chick tweeted out that he used to DM her, like, and kind of how do you say, like, basically ask her for pictures, and like kind of groom. The allegation is that he was grooming young girls and DMing them and trying to chill with them and like trying to hook up, and then they had all the DMs and the receipts.
That's been the word of the week, receipts.
Right. So then but the weird shit is that he went completely ghost, and he just went completely silent. He just said, nah, all my sexual relations have been consensual and legal. Right. But then, like, yo, everyone that's around him is just like, damn, he has a problem. I hope he gets better. But kind of just jumped the ship, and like no one's on his side. So then that sparked that, like, everyone's digging up clips of like other comedians and shit they set up 10 years ago and this and that, and it's like, bro, like you can go back and find something on anybody, bro, and everybody, and out of context.
I was talking about that shit too. I was talking to Mando. And I was like, bro, like I thought about it recently, not as in COVID. I'm talking about like probably like a year ago, that I was gonna erase all my tweets.
Oh, I did that.
Oh man, bro, I haven't.
Because there's a way you could purge everything. Like you just pick a timeline, like a time frame.
Yeah.
Just because I had some dumb ass tweets.
Yeah, of course. Bro.
But then I'm just like, bro, like who cares about 8-year-old tweets? Like I'm just gonna wipe the whole thing and start from like this year. But bro, that's because. Yo, God forbid you get to some sort of position in life and then someone just reads one tweet, like the whole Kevin Hart thing when he said that like years ago, or like now they're trying to get like Jimmy Kimmel for doing blackface and like laughing at Megan Fox talking about being sexualized in a show or a movie.
Dude, like, and I was thinking of that. I was thinking of that the other day. I was like, yo, what if in 20 years, like, saying bro is gonna be like a derogatory term, like bro.
That's true. You don't know.
Like bro. Oh, you're down. What is it? Like calling somebody like smaller.
Sexist, bro.
No. Oh yeah, or sexist.
Why only bro?
Yeah, why only bro? And you say sis.
Bro, you know? I don't. That doesn't even seem unrealistic.
What if girls in Miami get canceled in 2040 for saying bro? Because you know girls in Miami say bro.
Right.
Because it's feminist movement. It's anti. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the shit he did is definitely fucked up, and the fact that everyone's just like kind of like
stepping back,
trying to stay away from that is
it makes it look super like.
But that shit just made me think. I'm like, bro, imagine like in the DJ world, How many motherfuckers would get canceled, bro?
I mean, a lot.
With the shit you.
What would be like canceling? Obviously, like the super flirty, like the DJs when like the bottle girls that will be like, you know, like.
But the whole thing is that what a lot of people are saying now is like that's like an abuse of power of like, you know, you were in this point and then they're young girls and then you're using your fame and your stature to be like, oh, let's chill, and then they don't know any better. They're just like, oh, I'm a big fan, like I want, like, sure, let's hang out, but you know he has other intentions. So it's like, I wonder how many motherfuckers in nightlife, and like
period,
promoters.
Yeah.
I mean,
I haven't heard of any. I mean, here, I mean, the promoters have phased out, and it's funny. I ran into one that lives in my building, and I'm like, what do these guys do? Like, even pre-COVID, I'm like, yo, like, are these guys really still walking down Lincoln Road getting these girls? Like,
but I'm talking about, because I don't know, you might have still been in Texas, but like, bro, when I was like 18, 19, like, we were going to 21 and over clubs.
Yeah.
And like, that was a thing. Like, because once you're like a 17, 18 to 18 years old and you're a chick in Miami, you're like, yo, I'm like, what am I going to go all
17,
ages?
If you're 17, you're bro.
Like, I'm not gonna name the clubs. I don't even remember the names, but like 100%, there's underage girls.
Everywhere.
So imagine you go there and you're like, promoter got the bottle, got the table, got the nice watch.
I know in Vegas, mad dudes got exposed, and I think in New York too. Like,
yeah, well, Vegas you can't fuck around because you're in the hotels, you're in corporate, you're like, but in Miami, bro. So imagine the motherfuckers
just pulling the fucking card,
but. Yeah,
it's not that it's a slippery slope, but it's kind of like you said, like a abuse of power thing. I mean, not an abuse of power, but it's like somebody said that somebody was trying to call out Justin Bieber.
Oh yeah, he had the receipts.
Like, the receipts came out.
He's like, it's actually factually impossible for me to have done that because I was here. Like, he literally had receipts. I think someone told me, like he had a timestamp of him being somewhere, so he couldn't be there. And he's like, yo, like, I usually don't address this, but nah, like, I'm not letting anyone talk shit about me. But
I mean, it's but also the receipt thing. I mean, segue into the Karens. The receipt thing is important, you know, and it's kind of like a valid thing. Like, if you're doing something wrong and somebody calls you out, that's the first thing you should do is be like, yo, but you know what? Oh, you're trying to say I did this and this and this? Well, here's this and this.
And that's usually that's what I'm saying. It's usually a sign when people don't do that.
Exactly.
That something's weird or something's off. Because like, your first reaction should be like, nah, you fucking crazy, man.
Yeah. I mean, bro, the fucking Karen video that I posted, I reposted, I think that was wild. It was similar to the dog one of the lady that didn't have the fucking dog on a leash and the guy, and she was screaming. But the best thing about this video, we're talking about, it was a lady. She was wearing like a purple workout shit, and she like flicked somebody off and called them the N-word and all this shit. And then the guy like followed her, found her, and like kind of checked her, like, yo. And when he pulled his phone out and started filming her, she went ballistic.
When he went to get the license plate,
she threw herself like President Dodge, like you know, when like the Secret Service jumps for the bullet. She like jumps like that, so he couldn't film the thing, and she's like crying, and this is the best words that I heard. It's like, you're gonna destroy my life. She said that, and I heard that, I was like, that's amazing. Like, yo, like, you're like, yo, bitch ass, realize that you were totally abusing your power, your position, and saying this thing, and now when there's proof, you want to like back, like you fucked up, and now you want to backpedal and be like, oh well, you're gonna destroy my life. Yeah, bitch. Like,
have you seen the one that I guess they had like a small little fender bender or something, and then the guy was recording her and his car was parked and she was calling the cops and she was telling the cops like, this man's attacking me, he's attacking me, and he's like, what are you talking about? I'm trying to talk to you. And then like the car was still on, but it was parked, and she was saying that the car was, he's like, he's driving into me, and she was like that on the car, like with her hands on the car, trying to stop the car as if it was moving. But it was parked, and he was outside of it. And he's like, he's trying to run me over. Wow. And he's like, yo, how are you going to say that right now? Like,
people are insane, dude. I don't understand how you have that kind of like heart, or you're like, damn, like, all right, you might, like, I don't know. I don't know. I just that mentality of all these people that are, it just doesn't. I can't process it. Like I don't understand how you get there, or like,
I mean, calling someone a Karen might be
bro.
cancelable.
In 30 years, a Karen gonna
That's
be
fucked up. That's like the K word,
the
bro.
K word, bro. But it's crazy, man. I mean, it's all this is a combination of people just being frustrated at COVID, frustrated at all the racial issues going on, and it's just really a weird time.
Yeah, bro. I don't know when it's gonna get back to normal. I mean, Brian hit me up the other day, like, yo, so let me know if you want to start taking any dates. And I'm like, and then I was just looking at it like, I mean, I might be down just because like he said it funny because I was like, I think I'll just take the unemployment, which I was gonna ask you, are you? I mean, I don't think the government's gonna hear this.
I never got it.
Oh, you never got it.
So I applied and I supposedly had like 6K.
Yeah, because I'm getting checks, bro.
Dude, I supposedly had like 6K. And I even did the thing where I was like, you go and you click every week or whatever.
Yeah, I've been doing that.
I did that. And there was an issue with my bank info, and they were gonna mail me the card.
Yeah,
but I never.
It took me like 3 tries, and then when it finally hit, it was like all the weeks in one.
And you got to check. You got a card, or it went in your
direct deposit. So now now I'm getting it every week after claiming it. But I'm like, that's what when he asked me, like, I'm like, nah. I mean, what's the rate? And there's not much.
Yeah.
So it's only like 1 or 2 things you could do. I'm like, nah. I'd rather just keep collecting this unemployment because I don't know. Like what
with the situation, what the condition is.
Yeah.
So like I supposedly have it for that time, and I mean I haven't gotten anything. So I mean, but
you're getting
but I also have like other sources of income, so it's kind of like.
But what are you're not getting paid? How are you getting paid though?
I haven't seen a check, Brian. Because I know you're listening.
Because I filed for unemployment through self-employment through my LLC, so like I'm not trying to get any check from anything
from the LLC.
Yeah, so that's why I'm like wondering, are DJs like, I'm sure they're requesting, yo, just give me the, like, send it to me or cash.
Some have been. I mean, I was even thinking of that to. I mean, I don't know. This podcast is getting kind of illegal.
I know, we called up the mayor.
This is
gonna show up the copper and be like, yo, you're Kaz, yo, you can't DJ anymore, and you can't get unemployment, and you're going to jail.
But what I was gonna say is, I don't know if this is, but I mean, the checks that I'm getting are getting paid to the company, so management. So like, are they cutting me? What if I'm like, oh, cut me the check? Like.
Yeah, nah, and I'm sure, bro, everyone's trying to find loopholes. Like,
I mean, one of the gigs, I think I mentioned it was cash. And they said, hey, we know that you might be collecting unemployment. We don't want to, it is obviously a lower rate, but we want to give you this. We can give you this much, and it's cash day of, so it doesn't interfere with anything. So I was like, oh, all right. Well,
that's still, even if there was no COVID, that's still
dude, cash. I always say this: a check day of is an extra at least $50. Cash day of is 100 to 1, depending on like what you're getting. If you're getting cash day of, it's like, it feels like it's an extra $100.
Now, you know what the best is though, which I actually got it for New Year's one time, right after the gig.
Direct deposit,
Venmo.
Boom,
and you're like, boom, I got the money. I don't have to walk around with it, and it's in the
okay,
bank.
That's the other thing. When you got the money and you walk around with it, you're like,
I'm more, and that's definitely happened to me before. On a crazy night where like I have cash on me, and
you go to the strip club after,
or bro, one time I still don't understand this. I gave my Uber $100.
Wow,
which was the Uber is paid for.
Wow,
but I thought, like, I don't know what must have happened, but yeah, like you have that cash and you're like, oh,
I think I tipped
free money.
I think I tipped some dude like a 21.
Yeah, bro.
Because I think, well, actually, like we stopped. This was like early Ubers. I think I tipped 20, but it's because of that, because I had the cash that day.
Yeah, you got extra friendly, bro, and you're like, I'm drunk, so like I feel bad for you because I'm drunk, so here's $100.
Yeah, you're like in the zone, and the guy's like, this fucking drunk motherfucker.
Bro, one time I had to, this guy, I forgot what, but like this was back in the day. I got an Uber, and then I don't know if it was me or the person I was with, or whatever the case is, but there was vomit in the Uber at the end of the ride. But I don't know if he hustled me or I thought I was hustling him. But I was like, yo, don't report that shit because then they're going to charge me this.
Yeah.
But I'm going to send you a thing. But then he's like, no, but I can't. You can only PayPal me. And then I sent him a PayPal for like $100 because I think, or that's what I'm saying. I don't know if he hustled me or not because the Uber for a vomit is like $250, right?
Yeah,
so I was like,
at all.
So I was like,
fee, $250.
So I was like, yo, I'll send you $100 and then I'll tip you like $20 on this Uber, whatever. And he's like, fuck, okay. I don't know what he did, but then like he's like the PayPal never cleared because he gave me the wrong email. So then I sent him another $100. So then I ended up paying him like $250, and then like me and him were texting for like a week back and forth, like nah. And he's like, oh, that's fucked up. I'm like, what do you mean, bro? I sent you PayPal. Yeah. Like now you're telling me this and that. I'm like, yo,
wow, bro. I had a girl one time that was like super sick and like she kind of threw up a little bit, but like, I mean, you know the other story, I think.
Which one?
I mean, I've had crazy, and we can't.
Hey, you trying to get canceled?
No. That one we can't even tell.
Cancel.
Everybody that knows me very well knows that Uber story. I mean, this has been a pretty spicy episode.
We're trying to cancel ourselves.
No, I'm not canceling myself with that one, bro.
We're good. We've never done anything illegal.
No, never, ever. Not even work wise.
Yeah, so let's just end the podcast.
I think we're good. I think this has been a pretty spicy one.
Before things get out of hand.
Get super rowdy.
But
next week when we got, I don't know, we'll see.
Next week we're gonna have a guest call in because we got the super duper.
Yeah, we got the
in-screen Zoom setup going.
We got the in-screen. Yeah, we'll have somebody call in. See how their market is doing.
I was even thinking about just calling people, like surprise call. Like not telling people, FaceTiming them and be like, hey, what are you doing? You're on the air.
We could do that. I think that might be the move.
All right.
Get some people and it'll be.
You know what I was also thinking? I just made this up right now. But like, you know how we can actually tap in. Nah, I'm getting crazy. But like we go on someone's Twitch and we'll be podcasting while they're and we're like in their stream.
Like our live feedback of
we'll be watching their Twitch there and commenting on it. But then we'll also be on the Twitch message board because we're still getting our Twitch up. We're still trying to figure out.
It's going to come. Don't worry.
But it's coming. But yeah.
Next week, we'll see you guys. We'll be back. We out.
Peace.